Hello children, today we are going to start new chapter. Chapter name is trigonometry, which is quite interesting. You never studied about this trigonometry in the previous class also, right? So listen carefully. If you understand the introduction concepts of trigonometry, you can give the better performance in problem solving. Okay, right. Let us start the topic. See, trigonometry. This trigonometry word comes from two Greek words. They are trigonon and metron. The meaning of trigonon is nothing but triangle, and metron is nothing but measure. So by these two words we can say measuring the triangles is nothing but a trigonometry, right? Measuring the triangle is nothing but a trigonometry. And we have some authors say like this also. One more definition we have, that is it comes from three Greek words. Those three Greek words are trigonia and metric. Trigonia, a metric. Here the tri is nothing but three, gonia is nothing but angles, and metric is nothing but again a measure. Three angles measure, or we can say measuring of three angles. You can write measuring of three angles in triangle is called trigonometry. Okay, so here both the definitions are correct only. Okay, right? With the reference of these two definitions, we can write trigonometry deals with triangles. Okay, it deals with triangles. Okay, a measuring of three angles or measuring of triangles. What are the possible things to measure in triangles? Right, the possible things to measure. What are the possible things to measure? Sides and angles. These are the two things which are sides and angles are we can measure. Suppose if you take a triangle A, B, C, so AB, BC, CAR, AC we can measure as well. Angle A, angle B, angle C we can measure. Okay, so finally we can say trigonometry deals with sides and angles of a triangle. Right, got it? Yeah, let me write here. Right, so trigonometry deals with sides and angles of a triangle. Okay, right. This is about definition of triangle. Let us get into the first topic. The very first topic of trigonometry is trigonometric ratios. If you understand these trigonometric ratios, we can solve the problems very easily. Okay, all right. So before going to trigonometric ratios, let us know about right angle triangle. Right angled triangle. So what is right angle triangle? In a triangle, one of the angle is equals to 90 degrees, then it is called a right angle triangle. Let us draw a right angle triangle here. Right. This is right angle triangle, right? So let us give a name A, B, C. Okay, right. So here I'm giving the names for right angle triangle sides. Okay, so with respect to C, I'm giving the names here with respect to C. With respect to C, this AB side is the opposite side to angle C. Okay, with respect to C, AB is the opposite side to angle C, right? And with respect to C only, this BC is the adjacent side to angle C. Okay, right. So with respect to C, opposite side is AB, BC is the adjacent side to angle C, right? So one more thing, remember, this is 90 degrees here. At B, we have 90 degrees, which is right angle. So the opposite side, which is opposite to right angle, is called hypotenuse, which is actually a larger side, or we call it as a longest side also. Longest side. Hypotenuse is the longest side, which is opposite to a right angle. Okay, remember this, right? Have you got this? Right. Coming to this triangle. Coming to this triangle. So let us give same A, B, C. Now I'm giving the names with respect to A. So in this diagram, we have given the names according to C. Here I'm going to give the names according to A. Right. So with respect to A, BC is the opposite side to angle A. Okay, this is the opposite side, and this AB is the adjacent side to angle A, right? So as usual, 90 degrees here, and this AC is the hypotenuse. In the both the situations, if you observe, hypotenuse remains same. Okay, it is always fixed in a right angle triangle. Hypotenuse never change. The opposite side and adjacent sides may change according to the required angle. Okay, right. This is about a right angle triangle. Okay, right. Let us get into trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios. Okay, so what is the definition of trigonometric ratios? I'm going to give here. Let's write the existing relation between sides and angles of a right angled triangle. Right angle triangle expressing in the form of ratios. Okay, the existing relation between the sides and angles of a right angle triangle expressing in the form of ratios are called trigonometric ratios. Okay, this is the definition of the trigonometric ratios. Let us understand the definition. Underline the word right angle triangle. Okay, so why do we need to take right angle triangle to define trigonometric ratios? We shall understand that later. So what is meant by trigonometric ratios? It is a a relation between sides and angles. Okay, trigonometric ratios are nothing but a relation between sides and angles of a right angle triangle. Okay, right. See, let's take a right angle triangle here. Okay, so A, B, C. What are the sides here? So AB, BC, CA are the sides. Okay, what are the angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay, so here I'm going to make a relation between the sides and angles. Okay, right. So here I'm going to make a ratio between the sides by using these sides. Okay, how many ratios can we make? Right, so here I'm going to make a ratio AB by AC is one ratio, and one more ratio BC by AC. Next, AB by BC, and number 4 BC by AB, number 5 AC by BC, number 6 AC by AB. These are the 6 ratios we can make by the use of right angle triangle sides. Okay, with the 3 sides we can make these 6 ratios. There is no other possibilities. Okay, these are the only 6 ratios. Okay, so now I'm going to make a relation between these ratios and these angles. Okay, right. So let us take first ratio, this ratio here. Right, so take again the right angle triangle here as usual. Okay, right. So A, B, C, right. So what is the first ratio? With the use of 3 sides, A, B, B, C, C, A, or AC we call. Let us take first ratio. What is that? AB by AC. So what is AB here? With respect to C, I am taking here. With respect to C, I am taking. So this is opposite side. Okay, and this is adjacent side, right? Which is with respect to C. So what we can write here now? AB is nothing but a one more thing here. AB is nothing but AB is a line segment, right? It is a length A between A and B, right? AB is a length. AB is a length, right? So here I'm writing here length of opposite side to angle C. Okay, by AC is nothing but length of hypotenuse. Length of hypotenuse. Okay, have you got this? So first I made a ratio. What is that? AB by AC, the use of sides. Is AB is nothing but with respect to T, I'm saying that a length of opposite side to angle C. This is angle C. Okay, and AC is nothing but length of hypotenuse. So for this ratio, I'm giving a name. What is that? Sine of angle C. This ratio is, I'm giving a name for this ratio, sine of angle C. Okay, have you got this? This we can write in a short form, sine C. We can write in a short form, sine C. Okay, now sine C is equals to AB by AC, which is nothing but length of opposite side to angle A, sorry, angle C by length of hypotenuse. Okay, this we shall use as formula. What is that? in a simple form, we can write sin C is equals to AB by AC. This is a ratio. So this we can write in a short form. Instead of using AB by AC, simply opposite side by hypotenuse. We can write like this. In a short form, we can write like this. Or some people write very detailedly, sin C is equals to length of opposite side to angle C by length of hypotenuse. Okay, have you got this? This is the first ratio. What is that? Sin C. Okay, right? I hope you understood this. Coming to second one, take right angle triangle as usual. Here it is. So A, B, C. With respect to MC, I'm taking this is the opposite side, and this one is adjacent side. This is hypotenuse, right? What is the second ratio? Right. BC by AC. This BC is nothing but what is that? With respect to C, I'm telling adjacent side, length of adjacent side to angle C by a length of hypotenuse. Okay, clear? For this ratio, I'm giving the name as cosine of angle C. This is a cosine of angle C. Okay, this we can write in a short form, cos C. What is that? Cos C. So here cos C is equals to BC by AC is equals to a length of adjacent side to angle C by a length of hypotenuse, or we can write length of adjacent side by hypotenuse, we can write in short form. Okay, this is nothing but cos C. Okay, have you got this? Right. And next, get into one more ratio. Right, same as usual. Take right angle triangle. So A, B, C. Okay, what is the ratio? AB by BC. Nothing but length of AB is nothing but with respect to C, I'm telling this is opposite side and this is adjacent side. This is hypotenuse as usual. So AB is nothing but a length of opposite side to angle C by length of adjacent side to angle C. Okay, right? AB is nothing but a length of opposite side to angle C. BC is nothing but length of adjacent side to angle C. Now for this ratio, I'm giving the name as tangent of angle C. Tangent of angle C, which we can write in the short form tan C. Okay, tan C. Okay, so what is that? Tan C is equals to AB by BC. Okay, length of opposite side to angle C by length of adjacent side to angle C. Okay, which we can write in the short form opposite side by adjacent side. Also we can write this in the short form opposite side by adjacent side also we can write. Okay, so how many over? Sin C is over, cos C is over, and tan C is over. What are the remaining? We have written 6 ratios. Out of them, 3 is over, right? Let's get into remaining 3. Okay, right. Again, right angle triangle. So take ABC. This is ABC right angle triangle. Okay. So this is hypotenuse and opposite and adjacent. Okay. Right. Next. So what is that? What is the ratio? Yeah. BC by AB. So what is the BC here? Length of adjacent side to angle C by length of opposite side to angle C. Okay, is it clear? BC by AB ratio. BC is nothing but length of adjacent side to angle C, and AB is nothing but length of opposite side to angle C. Okay, this ratio I'm going to give the name here. I'm going to give the name here. What is that ratio? Right, cotangent of angle C. Okay, what is the ratio name? Cotangent of angle C. This we can write in the short form cot C. So cot C is equals to BC by AB, which is equals to length of adjacent side to angle C by length of opposite side to angle C. This we can write in the short form adjacent side by opposite side. In short form we can write like this. Okay, I hope you understood this cot C also, right? Next, get into one more ratio. So actually let us write one more time. What are the ratios we have written in the earlier? The earlier we have taken A, B, C. Yeah. So with the use of A, B, B, C, C, A, we have written this also. We can write AC also. Okay. So what are the ratios? AB by AC, and next BC by AC. Next AB by BC, BC by AB. Okay. AC by BC and AC by AB. These are the 6 ratios we have written. So out of them, this over, coming to this AC by BC. Okay. So AC is nothing but, what is that? This is hypotenuse. With respect to C only I'm writing. This is opposite side and this one is adjacent side. Okay. AC, a length of hypotenuse, by BC is nothing but a length of adjacent side to angle C. Okay, right? So by the sides I'm giving the name. Okay, so this ratio is known as I'm giving one more name, that is secant of angle C. This we can write in short form sec C or secant C we call. Okay, secant C is nothing but, what is that ratio? With respect to C, AC by BC, that we can write in the short form hypotenuse by adjacent side. Okay, is it clear? Right. Okay. Next ratio, this is also over. Sorry, this one is also over. The remaining thing, last one, AC by AB. Right. Let's erase this. Right. Right. So coming to last ratio, which is AC by AB. See, what is AC with respect to C? Again, nothing but length of hypotenuse, length of hypotenuse by what is AB? Length of opposite side to angle C, right? Isn't it? So this ratio is known as cosecant of angle C. This we can write in short form cosec C. Okay, right? Cosec C is nothing but what is the ratio? AB by AC by AB, which we can write in the short form. Hypotenuse by opposite side. Okay, right? So these are the 6 ratios we can make. Once again, I will write on the screen all together. I'm going to erase the screen. Right. Yes, what are the ratios we have made? So let us take a right angle triangle. I'll give you. So see, right? A, B, C, right? So AB by AC. Okay, AB by AC, and next BC by AC, BC by AC. Please video record. Right. AB by AC, BC by AC. What is the one more ratio? Next AB by BC. Next BC by AB, and last one AC by AB by AC, BC by AC, AB by BC, BC by AB, and next 2 more ratios remaining, right? So AC by this is BC, and last one I'm writing here AC by AB. Okay, right? What is the ratio name here with respect to C, right? With respect to C, here it is sine of angle C, which is nothing but sine C. This one is cosine of angle C, which is nothing but cos C. Here it is tangent of angle C, which is nothing but tan C, and this one cotangent of angle C, which is nothing but cot C, and this one secant of angle C, which is nothing but sec C, and this one cosecant of angle C, which is known as cosec C, right? These are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Okay, these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Trigonometric ratios are nothing but sides, relation between sides and angle. So here I made a relation between angle C and these 6 ratios. Okay, all these ratios I have made according to angle C. With respect to C, I made these 6 ratios. Okay, if I change my angle C to A, the ratios will be changed. How? Right, the ratios will be changed. The ratios are like this. So A, B, C, right? With respect to what are the ratios? Sin C, cos C, tan C, and cot C, secant C, and cosec C, right? This is nothing but what is that? AB by AC. This one, BC by AC. This one, AB by BC, and this one, BC by AB, and this one AC by BC, and this last one, what is that? AC by AB. So if I change my angle C to A, so this is my angle now. What are the ratios? Sin A, cos A, tan A, cot A, and secant A, cosec A. Right? I will write this here. Cosec A, right? So are they remain same, these ratios? No, the ratios will be changed according to the formula. What is the formula? Right. So sin A, I will write the ratios first. A is here. Okay. What I have given? Opposite side by hypotenuse, and this one adjacent side by hypotenuse, and this one opposite side by adjacent side, this one adjacent side by opposite, and this one hypotenuse by adjacent side, and this one last one hypotenuse by opposite side. Can you write the ratios with the use of sides? Yes, we can here. Yeah, what is the ratio here? What is the ratio, Nana? Yes, opposite by hypotenuse. What is the opposite side? Yeah, with respect to A. With respect to A, you have to see this is opposite side, this is adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse. Okay, right. Opposite side. What is that? BC by AC. Okay. This is BC by AC. Once again, I will write. BC by AC, and this one, what is the ratio? Adjacent side, that is AB by AC, and this one is BC by AB, and this one AB by BC, and this one AC by adjacent side AB, and this last one AC by opposite side, that is BC. If you compare sin C and sin A, you have different ratios. C, right? For cos C and cos A, tan C and tan A, cot C and cot A, secant C and secant A, cosec C, cosec A. For different angles, you got a different ratios. Okay, but the formula is remain same. Okay, got it? So like this, we can derive the trigonometric ratios. Okay, I hope you understood. So once again, I'll generalize here. See, A, B, C. See here, if the angle is C, we can write sin C. If the angle is A, we can write sin A. If it is 30 degrees, what we can write? That we can write sine 30 degrees. Okay. If the angle is suppose 60 degrees here, that we can write sine 60, right? So instead of writing all these things, we can simply write, denote angle in this trigonometry chapter by this notation known as theta. Okay, theta is nothing but a angle representation. Theta is a angle representation which we replace, instead of using a, b, c, 30, 60, simply we can write sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosec theta. What is the formula of sine theta now? Yes, we can write lengthy form, length of opposite side to angle theta, length of opposite side to angle theta by length of hypotenuse, we can write. Okay, this is the lengthy form. To remember, you have to by heart this, but simply we can remember like this also. Yes, no need to write all those things every time. Okay, yeah, you can write like this simply. Yeah, simply we can write opposite side to theta by hypotenuse. Okay, and here it is adjacent side to theta by hypotenuse, and this one tan theta, opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta. Okay, this is about, this one is this, and here it is, and this one here. Okay, coming to this okay, for this cot, secant, cosec, we can write like this. So see, for cot to c, we can write adjacent side by opposite side, and for secant c, hypotenuse by adjacent side, and cosec c, hypotenuse by opposite side. Okay, these are the 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to, sorry, here it is theta, here it is theta. Okay, so I have confused. Okay, theta is for generalization. Okay, right, I hope you understood. So why we are taking right angle triangle to define the trigonometric ratios? In the earlier, the definition of trigonometry, I told you trigonometry deals with the sides and angles of a triangle. But why do we take a right angle triangle to define trigonometric ratios? Because the only triangle which has 3 different side names. Okay, what are they? Suppose it is a right angle triangle. If it is a right angle triangle, okay, what is this? Wait. If it is a right angle triangle, so A, BC. If your angle is here, this is theta, and opposite side with respect to theta, and this is adjacent side, and this is hypotenuse. So like this, you can't give any name to any side in any other triangles. Okay, this is only we can give in a right angle triangle only. Okay, right? That is the reason why we have taken right angle triangle to define a trigonometric ratios. Okay, what is mean by trigonometric ratio? What is sine? It is a ratio. It is a ratio between opposite side and hypotenuse of particular angle. If it is C, we can call sine C. If it is theta, we can call sine theta. Okay, what is cot theta? Cot theta is a ratio which is of adjacent side to angle theta by opposite side to angle theta, right? Like this, you have to remember. I hope you understood. Thank you. After a long session, have a nice day. Bye.